Hi everyone, I did my speech number 3 on the Holocaust. I believe that the Holocaust was one of the most important events that happened in the 20th century, and I'll be talking about Hitler, the concentration camps, the liberation, and at the end I will be providing a video. A little bit of background history on the Holocaust. In 1945, millions of European Jews were victims of mass murders by the German Nazi regime between 1933 and 1945. The leader of the anti-Semitic group was led by Adolf Hitler. He believed that the Jews were an inferior race and thought that they were an alien threat to German racial purity in the community, which caused Hitler to prosecute them as what he called a final solution. The later was known as the Holocaust, that caused mass killings and concentration camps. A little bit of background history on Adolf Hitler. He was the leader of the Nazi Party and the Chancellor of Germany. Hitler was born on April 20th, 1889 and died on April 30th, 1945. He actually committed suicide. Hitler basically blamed the Jews because of his country's defeat. I guess he just never got over it, and that's where he initiated all these killings and prosecutions of Jews. Hitler was obsessed with the superiority of only the German race, and his goal was racial purity and spatial expansion. Hitler rose to power and became the Chancellor, or the leader of Germany, on January 30th, 1933. A little bit of the concentration camps. Concentration camps were a way for Hitler to take control of Jews and begin his racial purity. There were about 44,000 concentration camps that were used for forced labor, transit camp, prisoner of war camp, and killing centers. One of the first concentration camps was in Dachau near Munich. It opened up in March 1933, and most of the people that were sent there were communists. The concentration camps were horrendous, to obviously say the least. The Dachau was under the control of Heinrich Himmler, head of the elite Nazi Guard and later chief of the German police. In July 1933, German concentration camps held about 27,000 people that were in protected custody, and where many Jew, communists, liberals, and foreigners' books were burned as a symbolized act. The fall of the Nazi Party. In the spring of 1945, the German leadership began to fall, and on April 30th, Hitler committed suicide and caused Germany's formal surrender in World War II on May 8, 1945. Many survivors today were damaged and changed for the rest of their lives. Until this day, they obviously remember that they were treated worse than anything, any human being, any animal around. A lot of families were separated, and many Jews were killed. In order to give victims closure, LS held the Nuremberg trials from 1945 to 1946. The government made payments to individual Jews as well, and to the Jewish people as a way to acknowledge the crimes that were committed against them. Here I have provided a few pictures on the liberation of the concentration camps, which you can see on the far left. There was a lot of, I'm assuming that's where males were held, because you can see multiple males being held in this concentration camp. The second picture shows a video, a picture of a child being taken out from the concentration camps, and on the far right you can see the kids that are being liberated from the concentration camps. And I believe this certain concentration camp was where twins were held together and they were actually being tested on. And the last, my works cited, I received most of my information from history.com, which is the Holocaust, and the YouTube video, which is this one. It basically shows a video of Band of Brothers, and it is on how they were, you can see on their faces of whenever the people were being liberated or when they were found, and you can see killings and the people that are dead on the floor, obviously the smell, and how malnourished they were.